Terrific Fritz Lang film links hard-hitting exposé films of the 50s with 40s film noir. While it coolly surveys the all-inclusive political/police corruption, it is equally concerned with the corruption of a decent man's soul. Among other noir elements are pervading pessimism, ferocious violence, a hero who makes one vital mistake from which there is little chance of recovery. He underestimates his opposition as much as they do him, and the intertwining traits of fatalism and paranoia. Lang sets up his usual bottomless pit over which his men must walk a tightrope. Only by tempering his violence does Ford avoid his downfall, fate's final trap. The city he walks through is controlled by the enemy, Scorby, and no one can be trusted. But just as Lang remembers a resistance to Hitler in Germany, there is a resistance to Scorby. Ford finds his allies are the least likely people in town, other people who have nothing to lose, including Gloria Graham, who was the girlfriend of Scorby's right-hand man, Lee Marvin, until he disfigured her pretty face with hot coffee because she spoke to Ford and he became angry. She will return the favor. She does the dirty work before Ford gets the chance. Her charitable act purges Ford of his consuming hatred and reestablishes his faith in people. Picture is much about territorial imperative. Notice how all the characters regard their homes or work establishments as their power bases. The richer the home, the more corrupt its owner. Ford lives in a modest one-story home. How when one person enters or merely telephones the home of an enemy, it is tantamount to an act of aggression. How Ford's wife, who symbolizes the home, is killed the first time in the film she goes outside. How the bad guys are all arrested in their respective homes. This is a vigilante film with a difference. The hero learns that going outside the law is not only wrong, but the first step to becoming as bad as the enemy. Briskly paced, moodily photographed by Charles B. Lang, brilliantly scripted by Sidney Boehm from William P. McGivern's novel. It is a truly exciting political film, brimming with clever twists, sparkling touches, offbeat characters, and even scenes of genuine tenderness. Ford, with clenched fists for a change when he talks, sadistic Marvin, dream wife Brando, and slimy Scorby are all excellent. Graham, in her greatest role, she is the film's heroine, is the best of all. Also with Jeanette Nolan, Peter Whitney, Willis Boucher, Robert Burton, Adam Williams, Carolyn Jones.